What's up, guys? My name's John. I'm from iHeartAnxiety, and we got Mitchell right up here. You guys know him as well.
Hi.
But today we got Brian with us. He's our special guest. He's going to be talking about what he goes through on a daily basis. How he's dealing with it, and just basically sharing the story. So Brian, excited to have you here, man. You're going to be the first person that we really talk to about addiction and whatnot. So
Right, okay.
Mm.
you know,
This is true. We've had people with bad anxiety and bad depression, low self-esteem. People that battle these problems every day, but we haven't had the chance to talk to anybody that's battled and conquered an addiction yet.
Right, okay. Right. Well, it's not easy anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you tell us a little bit about you, like where you're from and what you're dealing with?
I'm from Elgin in Scotland.
Okay.
Dabbled with drinking drugs for 21 years now. Had a very successful job. I was doing well for myself. Just a few beers here and there. Dabbled with cocaine, mainly just special occasions, but slowly started getting more stress in the job, more cocaine.
Yeah.
Depression started kicking in too. Started hiding all my problems behind beer. Finished work, home, beer, line of cocaine. And then I was addicted to Valium as well.
Okay.
Then we dabbled with Xanax as well. So really, the last 4 years, I would say, would be my worst. The last 2 years, really. I lost my wife, my house, still see my kids. Just wanting self-destruct. I went homeless, was on a B&B, just getting cocaine to sell, but really it was to feed my own habit.
Yeah.
Getting 4 ounce or whatever, and taking 3 ounce, and no money, and just snowballed. Ended up getting cocaine from more than one dealer to try and juggle debt from debt.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, line of cocaine, dinner beer, volume help sleep, back on it.
Was there
Uh,
something that started all this, or did it just kind of, slowly progress into worse and worse and worse?
I've always helped other people, not really dealt with death. I've got post-traumatic stress disorder. I've had friends who killed themselves way back when I was 20. Never really dealt with that. He hung himself. Um, Another close mate blew his head off with a shotgun. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Miscarriage, seen a dead baby, blah blah. So there's a lot to do with that. Just can't deal with trauma. So
Yeah. That's hard.
and then I've got 4 kids. I was trying to keep the job. There's a lot more stress at the job and started taking more volume to cope, cocaine to cope, and then started taking more cocaine, but then I started taking it at work.
Yeah.
Ended up losing my job. I was gutted. And then after that, lost the house. My wife left me. Went homeless. Started drinking, going to pubs, fighting with everybody that was due me money, taking a piss at me.
Yeah.
Life thought they had been taking the piss out of me for years because I actually left Elgin and moved to Fort William 15 years ago. So for the first 10 years, I made myself very successful at my job, selling tyres. That was the last 4. I just got sucked into the drug scene and just taking the drugs and the.
Yeah.
I'm lucky, to be honest. I'm lucky in my life, to be honest. Some of the benders I was up for 13 weeks, one bender on MCA, MDMA, cocaine, drink, volume,
Wow.
weed, and then just lost it. Trips. Um, I'm up on I'm up on a firearm charge as well. You can edit that out if you want. I'm on bail on that. I went into rehab 3 weeks. I'm just out 4 weeks ago. Been in rehab for 3 weeks, detox. So I haven't touched a beer in 7 weeks. Haven't taken cocaine since November. Valium,
Excellent.
haven't had any Valium in,
That's awesome, man.
or
That's good that
not any,
you went though.
not any street Valium in 7 weeks. I've just been off the doctor's diazepam for 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's quite hard. Someone tryptophan for anxiety, etc.
Right. Well, no, it's interesting that you said that, it happened from, maybe what triggered it anyway was some trauma that you were dealing with from your early manhood. And I've actually, me and Mitchell have both spoken, about childhood traumas and things like that. That kind of a starting point, a catalyst, for the
Yeah.
way things end up. So, do you think? I mean, if you look back at everything that's happened, and how you were dealing with it with the drugs and the alcohol and everything, do you think that maybe if you had just come out to somebody or had gotten maybe some therapy, do you think that would have been maybe you cut all that out?
If I admitted I had a problem with depression or low mood, when I was told whether my mum and my wife, everything would be different. I would have talked to somebody. I would have.
Yeah.
See, when my mate killed himself at 20, I had a nervous. Well, I was 18, so at 18, I was addicted to amphetamine and a nervous breakdown at his death as well.
Yeah.
So I always said I would never go back on antidepressants because they just back then they just put me in a mess. So I didn't want to admit to the doctor I was depressed again in case I got back in the zombie state and all that, but it
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
like that. But so instead I went to the doctor, self-medicated, and it just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
I
It's
killed
so
myself.
important when something happens in somebody's life to really talk to somebody about it and
Mm,
not to not and I don't mean that in the ways to go to a doctor and they write you a prescription to get on antidepressants and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's just amazing how talking and voicing it out loud will really help.
aye,
I've went down the same road of self-medicating and just keeping it inside and everything. But
yeah,
since we've been making these videos and I've been talking about how I actually feel, it's just amazing the difference I can feel.
aye,
It's just quite therapeutic. It's nice. It really
yeah.
does a lot for you.
I totally agree. Since I go to meetings, not AA, but I go to like addiction meetings, smart recovery they're called, and I tend to take over the group. But anyway, that's just I'm very very knowledgeable when it comes to drink, drugs, etc.
Right.
But you're in the group and I'm talking, and you tell your story and how you got on that week or etc. And I always seem to make them all kind of laugh and smile and make them feel good about themselves. So it is good to talk. Um,
Makes
I
you
talk
feel
all the
good.
time.
Makes you feel better, huh?
Aye. Yeah, the amount of people I've actually helped while I was in a bad way myself, and they're doing well for themselves. But it's taking your own advice. It's very, very hard to
Well, I've
in
actually
your own head.
Yeah, no, I understand, and I actually had something on my mind just now thinking about this. I've never dealt with any kind of addiction like that. So I don't know. Like for me, I deal with anxiety and panic attacks. So my stigma's a little bit different, but not
Yep.
obviously way big different, but it's different. So coming from your shoes, what are some of the misconceptions or things that you wish people wouldn't, judge you over, and maybe how we can change it?
Wouldn't judge me over.
Like
Uh,
instances you can think of where you wish somebody wouldn't have just taken one, glance at what, what's happened to you and then just judged you like that.
there's plenty of people done that, and since I done that video the other day,
Yeah.
I've had a lot of comments from people that are just just wouldn't speak to me anymore. They pass me in the street and wouldn't speak to me. But now, since I done that video the other day, the response I got from that and the messages I've had from people, and they've actually said we didn't realise how actually bad
Yeah. So
stuff was inside your head, and we're sorry for thinking you're just a waster kind of thing. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
um, mm,
so you showed some growth, and then people were willing to put more time into you.
yeah,
Okay. Um, that's an amazing, thing. I mean, I obviously when you finally come clean about what's going on with you and share that with others and you are able to get support back, I think that's probably one of the most important steps into growth and
Yeah,
recovery.
yeah,
So, for anyone that is watching this, obviously the best thing that you can do, if even if you know someone or because you're not going through the same thing, the best thing that you can do is be there for these people and help them, understand that they're loved and they're appreciated, and that you if we don't have that, then we're not going to be able to finish out the process, and we can do
yeah.
our growing in the inside, but we still need people to understand that it's not all hate. We do need to show
That's
people
right.
love.
Yeah.
So
But to help somebody, they need to kind of want to help themselves too.
right,
You can try and help somebody as much as they can, but if they're not wanting help, you've kind of got to sit back and let them self-destruct, which is not nice to see.
right.
And then when they're ready,
Absolutely.
be there
Which
for
makes
them when they're ready,
which also makes me wonder, when you were going down this path, did I don't know what made you realize you were ready to change? I know sometimes when you get bad into it, even when you realize you have a problem, you're not going to change the next day. It's going to
No.
take some time. So for one, congratulations, and two, what was really the turning point for you?
Well, I'd wake up in the morning and say, right, that's it, not doing it today, not drinking tonight. But night time came, it changed. Turning point for me was people. There's a lot of people reaching out for me, but I was just not accepting it. And then I ended up in hospital 2 or 3 times. Woke up in hospital after taking too many Valium and just kind of overdose, if you like. Not meant to be, but
Yeah.
then I realised, yeah. And I've got good mates to help me. But the second time I ended up in hospital, they wouldn't let me out until a CPN, which is a CPN, which is a don't know what you call it in America, but a CPN, they help with mental health and drug addiction and that.
Yeah.
She came out,
Yeah. I know
spoke
you're
to
talking
me,
about.
and she's like, PTSD straight away, like, so that was a big help. Then I went into the NHS for mental health. Lapsed, got at times, off the rails, fighting, drinking, snorting cocaine.
Yeah.
But turning point, I got referred to New Craigs, which is a mental hospital, but does detox as well. 2 nights before I was due to go in, I tried to kill myself with Xanax, did 90 Xanax, and I was 10 minutes from death. So on the
Wow.
Monday, I got to the hospital on the Monday and straight into New Craigs on the Tuesday. So the first week's a bit of a blur in the mental hospital because they were filling my diazepam and there was also Xanax in my system. But after the first week, the drink was probably the easiest one for me to stop. The volume was the hardest. I was supposed to go in for 1 week and end up being in for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Okay.
Struggle with the volume. Volume is a drug where you get people take 10, 20, 50 in one go and drink and just go and smash up houses, etc., etc. I was just taking maybe 2, 3, and it makes you feel good, makes you feel confident. Any troubles of the day, it just, as they called it in the olden days, mummy's little helpers. When the wives would have the tea ready for the man coming for work and kids ready for school and all that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that was, mummy's little helpers, but in my case it was Brian's little helpers.
Right.
And then I just gained more and more, so sorry about that, but
I hear you.
so I'm still struggling with the volume, don't take it. I'm on quetiapine to help. They give you the same kind of buzz, if you like, but they're more for like anxiety, but they're for bipolar as well and stuff like that. But they're helping me now. And if I do feel
What
like
would
I
you
drink,
recommend? What would you recommend would be the number one, like, biggest thing somebody that would that was it was in your shoes, or somebody that's in your shoes, that's almost there but hasn't quite accepted the help or hasn't quite decided to do it? what would be the biggest tip for them that you would give them? What could be something that they could do that would just really, really get it done?
I'm helping someone that's now my niece who's in a black hole, and she wants my help, but I can tell she's got a lot going on, but doesn't quite want my help.
Yeah.
So I says to her, I can help you. You really need to want to help yourself. And she's watched my video twice today, and I think I've got her kind of coming, you know.
Awesome.
So, I mean, you can put so much in a text message and they can read it and they can take it in. And it does help some people doing it that way. Other people just read it. But I think actually seeing me going live the other day has got a lot of people thinking, hey, this guy's just been through hell and he's come out the other side. I'm not, my recovery's not over by a long shot.
Yeah.
I drink non-alcoholic lager. If I need a beer, I'll go and grab it. Like 0.005, there's nothing in it.
That's
and just
a
a
Right.
taste.
idea. That is an awesome idea for someone who still kind of is hungering for that taste or whatever. So speaking
Yeah.
to that, now that you're on the road, you're trying to get to that end, the end recovery. Are there any tips maybe you can share that you've learned on the process now on how to keep on the road, like stay on the road?
Keep yourself busy. Take it day at a time to start with. Don't plan too far ahead. If you say to yourself, at the end of the year, I'll not be drinking. I'll have a drink again. Chances that won't happen. But if you say to yourself, tomorrow I will have a beer, you won't have a beer.
Yeah.
Just baby steps, one day at a time, and
Okay.
then eventually it'll be 2 days at a time. But I used to wallow in my bed, but now I make myself get up. But now I'm sober. I'm quite hyperactive in the mornings now. Music on, singing away.
Ready to go.
Do my housework and that. I've started BMXing again. I've done BMX when I was younger, so I'll go down to skate park. I'm 41, but I broke my wrist on a skateboard 6 weeks ago. Broke my
What
toe
is
last
the
week.
number?
I'm still going back out in the BMX, you know. So that,
Oh, yeah.
just go down to the skate park, and it's been 20 odd years. I used to be good on a bike, but I'm just going down and just floating about in the bike, a few jumps here and there. It really, really helps. A lot of people go to the gym. I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't pump iron. I'll go on my bike or skateboard or walks. You know, but
Yeah.
got plenty of day ahead. Even if it's just a walk, half an hour walk.
Yeah.
Getting out of the house, getting out of the bed, getting out of the house, that bit of fresh air. Honestly, people think, it's talking shit. It works, and it does work. Get out of the fresh air, and you might see the odd person, and I always speak to people and I say, "Hi, how you doing today?" And they'll say, "I know bad yourself." You know, and just be normal. And you always think people, what are they thinking of me? But now I don't. I'm not worried what anybody thinks of me. I'm not ashamed of what I've done, where I've been. I'm going to bounce back bigger and better.
Yeah.
Going to college to be a psychology to become a drink and drug counsellor. That's my
Nice,
goal in life.
man. That's awesome. So you're starting to feel better every day, starting to look forward to the future now, you
Yeah.
know?
The response I got from that video, I've got messages on my phone from Australia, America, New Zealand, local friends. My phone's got mental. I didn't expect it to go.
How did you get where did you end up going for the support and to get your video out there and get it so well received? Did you just put it on your Facebook page and someone just shared it out?
I just put my Facebook page, people knew that some people knew what I was going through, some people never, and I just don't know, just done it.
So just a story, after sharing, they just moved and they wanted to, bring it to other people so they could see it. So that's awesome, man.
So I put it on, and then I was like, oh no, what have I done? And then they just and then all these comments, oh my God, Duffus, you're a good lad, and oh my God, and then people wanting advice, but they're PMing me instead of, which is good. So it's what I wanted to do, but the response I got from it is like
maybe
50 times more than what I thought it would be. So I'm on the phone constantly answering people's questions and trying to keep what I do as well on Facebook. every morning they put on a positive post. This morning there was a guy killed last night, so I kept it kind of morning, folks. Morning, folks? If anyone needs a chat or a cup of coffee today, just give me a shout, because I know there's a bit of a sadness about the time today, so I wasn't want to blurt out there, I'm feeling good today, guys, how are you? I knew there was a bit of sadness because somebody died in a car crash yesterday.
Oh,
So
wow.
I just said, so that's why I said, if you need a chat or a coffee, just give me a shout. I kept it, not rubbing it in people's faces that I'm doing good, but,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I'm
right.
quite tactical, if you like. Not tactical. Feelings. You don't want to rub other people's faces that you're doing alright
Yeah.
and you're close or relative, you know what I mean?
Well, that's awesome, man. Have you thought about now that you're getting to this point, maybe after you're done with your recovery, have you thought about possibly getting into a more advocate role, like maybe helping people larger, like, kind of like a
Yeah,
mentor?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll be doing what you guys are doing, huh?
How long we
Okay.
What's that?
He's
what do you say?
he
I'll be
said
doing what you
he's
guys
gonna
are
be
doing.
doing what we're doing.
Okay, yeah, so just basically putting videos together and, trying to
And then obviously go to college and that. I'll go to this group Arrows, if I'm sober for 6 months, I'll be a volunteer in there as well, helping other people. So I've got goals, Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, man, when I read your or when I watched your video, it was a great, thing to hear that you were actually willing to open up, and that kind of, you know, leads me into something. You said, I think you mentioned it a little bit, but as being a man and having to deal with your problems, do you feel like possibly that was, another, like another barrier for you that was helping, or was making you from not, talk about it?
Yeah. The stigma's always been men just get on with it, don't they?
Yep.
I'm sure there's not 75% of suicide a year is men. It just shows you how many people just don't speak that, even speaking to their wives about their problems, or maybe not in depth enough. But you need to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah. This just
Even
goes to
just
show how devastating
even,
it can be when you don't.
and a lot of people prefer to speak to somebody they don't know,
right.
or somebody they know of but they don't know. Like some people might not go their best friend, but they'll maybe message you or me and just ask for advice, which I've had already. But talking, going to the doctor if you're coming, depends what it is. If it's drug addiction and alcohol addiction, you can't just stop straight away because you can have seizures and die. So you need to get help to get weaned off.
Yeah.
I've got depression and that as well, but I think it's all kind of linked together. I don't know, linked.
Yeah.
Once I get my proper PTSD appointment, which is soon, I'll know more about how to deal with trauma and that, so I can learn a bit more about that, and I can share that as well, because I know a lot of soldiers that have got it. I know other people have got it just through things they've seen in that PTSD, so I want to learn a lot about that too. So I want to do a bit drinking, drug, PTSD, anxiety. I just want to, just the whole thing. I just want to help them the whole thing, but as people keep saying, Brian, make sure you sort yourself first.
Exactly.
So I'm sorting myself, but by doing this,
Exactly.
it's helping me in my recovery. Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking out. Yeah.
You got this, man. You got this. Keep on doing it, and
Yeah.
be an inspiration for others.
I just wanted to make sure that we get some information out there for the people that are in your, similar situation who do want to get help but don't know where to start. Can you maybe put a name or maybe a number or something out there people can start to start the process?
Depends what line they want to go down. If they want to go down the hospital route, not the hospital route, but go to a doctor first, or if they want to speak to somebody who's been through it, all depends.
Yeah.
I'm open for it. If somebody wants my phone number, I'll give them my phone number. I'll speak to them, no problem at all.
Yeah, there are plenty of hotlines you can look up and find.
Yeah, but it might make them feel more at ease to go to the doctor after that, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people think go to the doctor and they don't know what to say. And I always say, if you're going to the doctor to get sorted, you've got to tell the doctor everything you're taking, drinking, smoking. You can't tell half the truth. Telling half the truth to a doctor, there's no point in going to the doctor because you're just
Yeah,
kidding
you're
yourself.
right. You're right.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do it, you've got to go all out and say, all right, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. And that's what help I want.
Well, that's cool.
But there's help out there. There's groups. There's the suicide prevention groups. There's the Hero and Me, and there's all these type of groups. People can message and speak to me. People can message and speak to you. So, you know what I mean? It's getting out there, and people need to talk more.
Okay, so basically just kind of, for your approach, you want to, you were just saying basically maybe speak to someone about it, find out, like what they know, and then, if you want to take if you want to do a full on, go to the doctor, make sure you tell them everything. So,
Aye. I depending what it is. If it's drugs, oh, aye. Yeah, I would say that. Aye. Some people will just maybe fair just go to the doctor.
yeah.
But a lot of people are scared to go to the doctor and don't want to talk to the doctor about their problem.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
speaking to somebody that's been through it, can maybe just say, there you go, mate.
Just bite the bullet. Go do it. Get it done.
I moved back to my mum's in November. I was 13 stone, and I'm back up to 16 stone. And I was originally 17.5 stone, so
Okay, so your weight fluctuated. Okay.
I went right down to 13 stone. I was just like that. I just kept a beard, so I looked fat, but I wasn't fat.
Well, that's what, man. Like I said, it's a great story, and I can't wait to edit this out and put it put everything out there so people can see it. Remember too, I'm gonna give you the YouTube link once we're done and everything, and
Yeah,
you can share it to your groups or whoever you want people to see it. Uh,
yeah,
and I think one of the biggest things, my piece of advice would be, even if you don't feel like it's going to, like anyone's going to really want to watch it or whatever, just share it anyway, because a lot of times whenever he and I were getting started with this, we never,
yeah,
it never even, came to our mind to share it to our own pages or to our own timelines and whatnot, because we were either ashamed or we just didn't think anybody really cared about what we were saying.
yeah,
But the chances are is you're going to, you could reach someone that needs to hear your message. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
once I give it to you, just, if wherever your heart takes you, put it out, share it, and, let everyone see what's going on.
Yeah, right.
To wrap this up, Mitchell, do you have any last question? Any question that you want to ask at the end?
I don't have any questions. I just want to say I appreciate you coming on here and telling us your story, and I'm really rooting for you. I'll say a prayer for you, and hope you keep on this mindset and keep on keeping on. And I hope everything turns out the best for you, Brian.
Thank you very much. Right, you too.
Yeah. And last thing I want to do is to give you a couple minutes to to let people know what you got going on in your life. Do you have any plans to speak? Do you have anything that you want to share with people that that you're doing?
I'm going, as I say, I've done that video the other day, and I'm going to do weekly updates.
Okay.
Okay.
1 week I might be jolly. I'm having a bad day. I'm still going to do it. I'm just going to do it on the days that I've been doing it. And whatever mood I'm in, I'll still be doing it.
Excellent.
Just for us, just so people can see my journey and how far I've come, really.
Well, I'll definitely be watching, man.
Yeah.
I'll get, if you want, after we go ahead and wrap, if you want to send me any links to groups that you're a part of or anything you want to people to know about you, you can send me the links and I'll put them on the Facebook description so that way they can reach you if they want to. So like your Facebook page, I'll give them the Facebook page link or something like that. So that way, if somebody wants to reach out or find you in a group, they can.
Yeah. Do that.
Guys. Well, again, Brian, thank you a lot. We really appreciate it. It's the first thing that's really hard is admitting the problem, and then it's a whole nother sharing it with people, right? And getting it out there,
Yeah.
actually being a man and manning up, so to speak, and telling people the problem. So thank you very much. I'm John. That's Mitchell over there. That's our special guest, Brian, and we are out. We hope to see you tomorrow.
All right, guys.